I'm gonna make it.
And not saying, oh, today got away from me again. And you're gonna head towards a don't do update. Everything that she's saying.
Or the thing that works the best for your category of user.
Along with that, you talk about in the book the rise of ambient culture.
Not trying to be that like easily influenced person, but like I kind of want to do this. This creator is using an iPod for 30 days. He's like a DJ, like someone who's really into music, and he chooses to basically use an iPod for 30 days, and he can only listen to music from the iPod. I kind of want to do that. Let's go. Okay. Yes, found an RCA. Oh my god, it's lighting up. Okay, I think I figured it out. Okay. Yes, titles. I have songs. Okay, that's good at least. So anyways, we'll see how it goes. Today is January 28th. So it's like charged up. If you can see the charger, it's like full. So that means I can actually use my Sony headphones wired connection. Thank God. Okay, I'm turning it on. I keep thinking it's like touch. It's not. Liberté by Carla Bruni. Because I haven't listened to that song in like 3 years. Play. Liberté, liberté, liberté. Ooh. Liberté, liberté, liberté. Ooh. It's so interesting because I know there's no like content that I'm going to be distracted by. I'm just focusing on the song. Liberté by Carla Bruni is a song I haven't heard of in a really long time. It was a song I listened to a lot at a time. Maybe the pandemic or something. I was listening to it like almost every single day. And so like hearing it now, it was such such a memory. It was like I was at my first apartment with my sister. Everything by Carla Bruni was playing all the time. I remember them vividly and viscerally in my body. Every time I want a song, I have to download it, like buy it, download it, and then like, yeah, it's like a whole thing. What I'm realizing is like I have music in the background usually, like in the morning to kind of hype me up, but now I have to kind of have this wired music or experience, or I can't listen to music, or it has to be like downloaded music through like my MP3, which I can connect to my computer, which actually takes labor. I was telling my friend how the labor that goes into like music downloading itself is like another barrier that stops us from actually like doing this, because there's an ease with algorithmic streaming service music where everything is just in one. You can look for any artist any second, but there's also like a fatigue that comes with it, because you're kind of like, oh, who should I listen to? Should I listen to a new artist? Should I listen to the same artist that am like kind of deep in my music? Or should I listen to a podcast and learn something? Or should I re-listen to my audiobook that I should be finishing? Or should I listen to classic music and let that be my ambience while I do the dishes? It's almost like a path decision making that you have to kind of think through just to listen to music. It's not randomized, but it's also not intentional. It's very chaotic. even though it's supposed to be this like easeful experience. It's just a new thing, just so that I can listen to music in this way, because I'm not trying to contribute to more consumption. I am working with what I have. Let's go touch some grass. Oh, I found my headphones. I have to sit outside. I feel the outside.
Our focus for today's session, reframe the situation.
It is 4:50 a.m. Can you see that? February 13th. So I brought my dad's tape player. Why are you doing that, Jordanos? Why are you doing that? Why are you making life harder? I don't know. Okay. There should be like a power on button here, maybe. Tape. Maybe I just like play that floor. It should work. Period. Yummy with gin and soul. Ooh, yes, the Syria. Gin, my left fatari. Mufari kata. Inya sinu wadah. Yisamana kita. Memenya tahu kalinya muda daju. I have feelings about Teddy Afro that are very complicated. Some of his music is very uncritically pro-Ethiopian and pro the king and all that. But I have a lot of nostalgia, good feelings about his music. And I feel like having contradictions and complications about artists and music is part of existing. If you're from Addis Ababa, you had to go to like a physical store in like Piazza, and you had to get the cassette as it comes out. And then it was maybe, I don't know, 20 bir at the time. When I tell you, and you listen to that shit over and over again, there's no algorithmic driven stuff. And that's what I'm trying to get back to. And I've been listening to a lot of my dad's record that he gathered over the years. Temptations, the OJs, all good stuff. And also about Marley and just a lot of artists with contradictions, you know?
Not a singer. Did you ever think maybe I could be both?
I found this girl the other day. She was doing this experiment for a week. And the experiment was understimulating my overstimulated brain, I think. And I really like resonated with it. And I was like, I'm not gonna limit my time on the internet, which is the thing that I think distresses me. I wrote it in my planning journal, and I was like, I'll come back to this. And this weekend was like intense. It was a lot of like social stuff, which I love, but after a week of being tapped out and overscheduled from work, trying to even think about social events just feels like an obligatory thing rather than a fun thing. And so I've really taken what Khadija, the YouTube creator, talks a lot about, which is spitefully do it, especially with social events. Because of that, I've really taken that account of like seriously, and I've been going to events and be like, oh, I don't want to go, but I'm gonna go, and then I go and it's fun, obviously. After that 2-day just social events heavy, yesterday was just like rotting on my bed, like doing nothing except watching stuff. and I realized how much that drains me. I thought about this experiment that I saw of this creator, and I think I'm gonna attempt to do it. This week is not any less busy, but if I keep saying like, oh, like next week is gonna be less busy, next week is gonna be less busy, I don't think I'm ever gonna do it. So I'm going to, today's Monday. I have already started with like a very overstimulating morning where I was on YouTube watching videos about like consumption, less, make more art. Like, and I watch these videos and I'm like, I need to just stop watching stuff. I need to stop watching stuff. I have 2 books I plan to finish. So I'm almost halfway through Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, which is like a very popular book. This is the dust cover. I'm also reading Proust's Swan's Way because someone recommended. I like it so far. I can take my time with this because this is more like fun, contemporary, like moves fast, whereas this is just very contemplative, sentimental. And so those are my fun things. I can make videos, I can edit, I can write, I can organize, I can work out, I can talk to my friends, I can go to work, I can go do work. But besides that, I can't be watching YouTube videos. I can't be on the internet for no reason except to respond to someone for something essential. Obviously, I'll be checking my messages once a day at least. See how it goes. I started a very similar experiment two months ago where I was just like, I'm gonna understimulate my brain by being on social media. But social media felt easy, whereas YouTube became a getaway drug, I guess, to basically, like, so it didn't feel like I was missing social media even though I was off of it for like 6 months almost. So I was like, oh, like this is not hard. And then I tried to cut YouTube for a day, I remember, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is agony. I'm kind of scared. Okay, I'm going for a walk because I just feel like the most understimulating thing you can do is go for a walk. I don't know what's those. Maybe they're expanding. I just came from Trader Joe's, shopping for some grocery stuff with my sister. I'm so bored. I really want to be watching some YouTube shorts. The only thing I have playing right now is classical radio station. Yeah, I'm gonna change right now and have lunch and probably do some work. Monday, all of my meetings got canceled today, so I'm probably just gonna work a little bit and then get to like creating some stuff, maybe read. I just finished a run. I don't know, it's so interesting how my brain automatically assumes like work is done, I don't have any social obligations. I have so many things to do, like creating, figuring out my website, like I have to launch my website, and I can water the plants, like I can do so many things, but my brain's like, okay, time to just watch YouTube videos until we run out of breath, I guess. But when my brain is like overstimulated with too much information, it makes it really hard for me to create or even think about creating or consume like delayed gratification art, like a movie or like reading a book. But when I have put all these like guardrails in place, I have no choice. I like read 60, 70 pages in a sitting. I've read enough at this point about what it's doing it to our brain, but I'm still like, all right, I need to change. I need to change. This is not okay.
Time for you to shut up. Time for you to sit down.
My friend sent me a package from Paris. I feel very, very like cool. First you do this, and then you do this. Oh my god. Oh, it's like a extraterrestrial monsters and gothic themes. Oh, it's a coloring book. What? Oh my god. This is so cute. There's a little coloring. Voici quelques recettes. Oh, it's like interactive. This is a Eritrean author. So my friend is there writing. They're writing their YA novel right now, or like finishing up. This is in English. Sulaiman Adonia. Oh my gosh, this is a beat. Oh, there's like James Baldwin, Nina Simone, or I.W. Wells. I am so geeked. It's been lovely, but I have to scream now. Anthologie de une zine féministe et queer. Also in French. Oh, my French is about to get better. I got it.
Cinnamon and like a lot of ginger, cinnamon.
You're not alone. Over 40% of Americans have the same fear.
That I've been working on is trying to stream way less and to be really intentional about the content that I consume. In the last 6 months, it's been this experiment that I've been going on. It's going to continue throughout the summer, where I got rid of my Spotify, so I don't have Apple Music or anything, have any of those apps on my phone. I also got rid of like all the Patreon podcasts I subscribe to, because I got so used to like streaming so much that like I had something like that I was listening to or hearing all the time. And so one of the practices that I'm having, trying to kind of get away from that constant streaming, constant consuming with not a lot of intention, is one, resurrect my old MP3 player. My sister's playing the piano. So I just brought my dad's like cassette player, and I brought all of my dad's like music in cassette. So this is what I'm going to be listening for the next couple of days. I'm really, really excited, actually. I don't know, like I think listening to other people's music, what they value, what they've bought over the years, is like one of my favorite things, because I think it helps getting closer to that person and like understanding what they're about and like even deeper. But also it allows me to intentionally just listen to what I'm listening to without really being interrupted by a bunch of other thoughts and like multitasking. That's something that I'm trying to get away. Like I feel like we consume a lot of content while multitasking. We're watching a movie, a show, but we're also scrolling on Twitter or Blue Sky or Instagram, or like scrolling through what YouTube video to watch next while watching a YouTube video. I'm doing 6 months, no YouTube, no Instagram, so I have to actually like find things that I'm doing in like real life, and I can't be putting them too much away. One thing that I'm doing, like a project, is obviously like gardening. That's like summer me is like very much into that. I would show you outside, but like it's dark. And then I'm also restoring a grill that the people left in this house that we're currently in. It's like it takes a couple of months, but I'm excited, and like I really want to learn the art of grilling and stuff like that, but also like really kind of build it from the ground up, because it's like been not functional for like 4 years. So we'll see. I just came back from clubbing with my friends. I work tomorrow. What does it matter? I'm really grateful. So I was out with my friends yesterday. We went dancing. Community is the point of life. I called my friend randomly. She was like, "Are you in the Bay Area?" I said, "No." She's like, "Come out with us." And I was like, "I'm supposed to rest and relax." And then I went out. It's so spontaneous. I don't know. It was so good. We didn't even do anything special. We just went to like 2 bars, walked around the lake, or like sat by the lake, watched the sunset, and then we went dancing until 2. Community! So I'm in the backyard, and I was like, I feel like I need to reflect on the last 6 months. Also, I just resurrected my dad's binoculars, so I'm also trying to birdwatch. Because I literally have limited my time on the internet intentionally, and it's really hard, really hard. And I'm so bored, guys. I'm so bored. But then I realized, it like hit me, I don't think I've been bored in a really long time. What I was feeling was like overstimulation and overwhelm. Boredom was very unfamiliar to me in the last, I don't know, I want to say 6 years. This experiment for the last 6 months, which is going to continue until the end of December, it's teaching me that boredom is actually really necessary for you to move forward in life and to say yes to more things, because the convenience tax of the internet is costing us I think so much of ourselves. Because one thing that the internet does is it connects us to many things. You can get your groceries delivered, you can book a ride, you can look at something on a show and get it delivered through Amazon. You can garden, and you don't have to like reach out to people asking them for gardening supplies. That you don't have to go through the inconvenience of it all. And there's something bleak and disconnecting about that, because in order for a community to function, for a community to be fostered, from what I've learned from my grandparents, from my mom, and from the many women and men that have taught me and like kind of lend me the practice of community, you have to inconvenience yourself a little bit and others in order for you to feel connected with people, especially in the West, where convenience is like a finger snap away. You can just like, as long as you have internet connection, you can literally get anything, and that has made us really disconnected. I didn't realize, I think I've said yes to more things in the last 6 months than I have in the last 6 years. Let's just sit in that. And that is to do a lot with, of course, the flexibility of my life a little bit more, but also I still am doing the same amount of caretaking, if not more. I'm still responsible for the same things, but somehow the overwhelmingness and the fatigue that I get from being on the internet, which is kind of disguised as ease and distressing, has actually been making me disconnected from my community. And I think the biggest takeaway for me is actually I want to continue this experiment even more, so that I can see like the fruit of this labor that I'm putting in. I don't know what new music is out as much. I listen to what my friends are listening to, my sister's listening to, and she's like, oh, this song is good or whatever. But the last 6 months I have narrowed down the world that is available to me. And in contradiction, that actually has offered more imagination, more possibilities, and more connections, which is so funny because we would think it would kind of cause us to be even more confined. But Mike, I'm looking at a bird. Oh, it flew away. I've already planned to see my friend in Denver. I am planning to see my friend in New Mexico. I am going to see the whales in Vancouver that I've been promising myself for the last 3 years, but like I get so overwhelmed from the research fatigue. I'm also spending a lot of time outside, and I'm saying yes to more things, and I feel like that's been the takeaway. And I'm sure I'm gonna be reflecting on more in the coming months. But yeah, the experiment goes on.